Hey everybody, before we get started, I just wanted to tell you that the next Kendo crossover episode, you know, like Kendo Tale, Five Nights at Kendo's, Pokendo, Kendo in the Ink Machine, well, the next one is going to be Kendo Craft, which is Minecraft and Dr. Kendo fused together, so I am asking for your suggestions. What fused character should we create? Think about me, Dr. Kendo, my wife, Mrs. Kendo, baby Kendo, my two dogs, Apple and Tui, all of that and what we can fuse together with those characters to create a good Kendo Craft episode. It's not going to be the next episode, but it's going to happen, so go for it. And enjoy today's video. Hello again, Kendopolis! This is Dr. Kendo, and we're here with another Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor episode, and this is where I create your favorite characters in the Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor. That's only a feature on the Wii U and PC versions of this game. Today's gonna be kind of a quick episode with an announcement at the end, so be sure that you stick around until then. You'll get to hear kind of the direction of this channel in the future and just some important things. We're gonna start off with an emo as the source object right now, because we're actually gonna be creating theMeatly today. Another reason that I needed this episode to be fast and I'm just creating one character right now. This was actually it was highly requested back in the days that I was creating Bendy and the Ink Machine things, but as per usual, if there's kind of 2 or more episodes of any one franchise, I will divvy it up and do other characters, you know, other things from other franchises, I guess, instead of staying with the same one. But I'm also going to be going out of town for the weekend and stuff, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was going to be gone, and so I just kind of have this episode queued up in advance for that. And we've got a chalk. Of course, you want the riding chalk, and that's going to be for the torso. The emo we took off the head and the legs and the arms, you hopefully noticed. And we also put down jellyfish. If you take that upper tentacle piece, it looks like a black line. It's really good for the legs right there. So we put down that for each of the legs. Notice that I have the green grids on right now. You can see these green grids all around that show where the head and the arms and the legs are. Well, to do that, you just basically on your left side panel of buttons and things that you can press, top right corner has a dotted line kind of around Maxwell's head and a banana and a wheel and all that, and that's how we did that. So we've got a glow stick for the arms right now, and then we went with Tooth Fairy, and the female Tooth Fairy, you can grab the back arm of it, just peeking out behind the dress, basically, of that female Tooth Fairy, and that'll be for the little hands there of the Meatly character, and I do like this little character. It's kind of cute and funny, but we've got a sphere as the head right now. We'll adjust that as needed. Oval we're going to use for the eyes, of course, because he's got these little black eyes that are this oval shape, looking good. And so next we'll go ahead and type in Squid, and we can take, just like the jellyfish, you know, there's this upper tentacle piece basically. It's not the very end piece of the tentacles, but kind of near the body of the squid. Same with the jellyfish, you know, and so we'll actually grab that jellyfish one again to round off the mouth. It's not exactly a frown, but just kind of going around the head. We want a little bit of depth to it. So it's like almost just this neutral line for a mouth, but to show that it's like at a slight turn, not just straight on looking at the character, but a slight quarter turn for the character. That's what we did. So right now we're gonna edit some properties and things. Again, this was a quick creation and stuff, and for all the reasons I cited before, but while I'm doing the properties here, I just like to read background information and fun facts about the characters we create in this series. So let's do this. We got theMeatly, which is both a mascot character and an Easter egg from Bendy and the Ink Machine in both chapters 1 and 2 thus far. Based on the logo or mascot of Bendy and the Ink Machine's developing company and comic series, theMeatly character is tall with these thin black lines for limbs, and he has a floating circular white head with black eyes. We're designing him as the character is designed in the games rather than on the logos or in the comics, and just of note, I guess we should say this, in the comic series his body is reddish orange and his head is colored more white than this, whereas our design, of course, right now from Bendy and the Ink Machine has the different shades of sepia tones to match the game, and so please let that distinction be known. Here he is on the level right now. We can actually test out some battling. I made him shoot out a soup as a projectile. It's sort of to, I guess, make an homage to the bacon soup. So we'll actually have him fight a bacon and then he'll shoot out soup at the bacon. It's this living evil bacon. And one thing is, you gotta notice this with Scribblenauts Unlimited. If you create a character basically and take away the arms and then try to make them a lot bigger, I don't know what in the world's going on right now. Some of the characters in this game have that dancing pose. Like if you use a dancer as a source object, apparently if you use the emo as well, it'll do do that kind of ballerina looking stance. But as I was saying, if you make those arms a little bit bigger, I guess, then the projectile of the character will actually hit the ground a lot of the times, especially if their legs are sinking into the ground. That's another thing that can kind of contribute to it. It's actually probably more so the legs. And the reason that legs would sink into the ground like that is obviously if you take off the original legs of the character and then try to make them bigger than I guess the grids or the original character's legs were, you know, if they extend down further, then that will happen. They'll look like they're sinking kind of in the ground. Sometimes it really can't be avoided, but you can now see on screen the Meatly is colored right here. So if you did kind of want to go with that like orangish red torso and everything in a more white head, you can of course do the colored version. I just wanted to show you that. And there was an image of all of the Bendy and the Ink Machine creations. Well, I guess I'm missing the Demon Ink Bendy. I did create that. And of course we have all the Kendo and the Ink Machine characters from before. Sorry again that this had to be such a quick video, but we also had that new painting series that I did earlier in the week of Passepartout, and I know that a lot of you guys enjoyed that, so of course I'll be doing another episode of it. But now, I would like everybody to pay attention. There's going to just be, I would say a quick announcement, but it's probably not going to be super quick. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this, and stay tuned right now. Hey guys, I'm here for just a quick word. I wanted to say thank you so much for to everybody for a great Founders Month. That is the month of July, basically, on this channel is Founders Month because my channel started in July in 2012. So I did just want to say really quick on a positive note, thank you for that. You know, we had the Office Freakout video, we had lots of great Scribblenauts content, the Scribble Battle kind of series, I guess, and that got started, and the Passepartout video that I did recently with the paintings of Bendy and the Ink Machine. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys. We had the YouTuber's life, you know, there was a lot of fun stuff this month. Hope that you enjoyed it. So, where am I going with this from here? I guess I'm basically just saying that the Scribblenauts series is not dead or anything, but I think that I need to be trying to search for other games, other types of videos to do as well. And I'm about to have a kid, so it's like, I guess I'm just saying that YouTube, this channel is going to change. It's going to continue. By all means, it's going to definitely continue. It's just that it might change, and so, like, I just hope that you guys are supportive. You know, if you're seeing this and you weren't supportive before, I would love if you could change your tune, but if you have always been supportive of me, just, you know, keep in mind my life is about to get really crazy, and everybody's life goes through, like, hard times, good times, we roller coaster, but, like, I'm just about to add a child into that I'm gonna have to take care of, and I deal with a lot of just like stressors with my family ever since my mom died. I have bodily pains physically from building my YouTube channel while like working full time and taking care of a lot of people and stuff like that. So it's just like a really stress heavy life, I guess. But I'm looking at things like that Passepartout video that I did recently, and I've got some other kind of creation type things. You know, it's like Move or Die. We did the Move or Die mod series and stuff like that. I think we need to kind of be bouncing around between these different games and series, and Scribblenauts, you know, will continue to live, I guess, as long as you guys want to see it, you know, so as long as there is still demand, it will continue to keep going. What I'm just saying is that I need to adapt, kind of, with where YouTube goes. And so I would really appreciate it. You know, if you're gonna give me feedback that's negative, do it in the right way, you know, because I would say like 90% of the feedback that I do get that's negative is people that are really just nasty, more attacking, and you should know what this looks like, you know. I hope that you know kind of what it looks like when you want to give me feedback about something that you don't like on the channel versus if you want to do that but you just say it as an attack. So this channel, I guess just in summary, we need to kind of do more things than Scribblenauts, and maybe sometimes on a Sunday it might substitute out a Scribblenauts episode for like a Passepartout painting episode or a Move or Die, or you know, some of these other things that I'm about to show you guys. I hope you like the new content that might come up, but just basically for character creation type games. So actually, if you have like a character creation game, something where you can draw or where you can make characters kind of like the object editor, Move or Die mods, things like that, you should send it my way maybe as an idea, because I would certainly be open to hearing what that is. So I guess what I'm saying is, if I don't do a Scribblenauts episode one Sunday, you know, again, my kid's gonna be born in October, so if you see the changes around then, if there's like not a Scribblenauts episode one Sunday and something else, I would love if you would watch it. I would love if you guys would kind of join me on other games too. It's just that things might change, so please be understanding and please be aware of that. And I'm gonna be listening to you guys, so this is not by any means that I'm like changing everything drastically. I mean, if everybody answered to this part of the video in the comments down below and you're like, Dr. Kendo, if you kept doing Scribblenauts every now and then and you did these other creation videos from time to time instead of Scribblenauts, we'll still be happy. Then that would be the best thing ever to me. I would love if that was kind of like how you felt. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. We just have to adapt to new games that come out and everything like that. Otherwise this channel will kind of, I guess, hit a certain plateau. I think it'll keep growing. It'll just keep growing much more slowly. And I think the problem that I've been facing recently, other than YouTube's like really bad system, like some days I'll just see, oh crap, I lost like 100 subscribers that day or something because YouTube did a huge purge and didn't tell anybody, you know, and it's like, that generally sucks. But also they're not putting me on the homepage or suggested videos like they used to. That was how I used to get a lot of traffic, is you guys were probably watching some video about Five Nights at Freddy's or Undertale, and then you saw my video in the related section, or you saw it in the recommended part of your home feed, you know, on the homepage. Well, now YouTube seems to be doing that less for my videos, and I don't know what changed. You know, I haven't really changed the way I've done things necessarily, at least not that much, not drastically. And so I really noticed this change in like January, maybe December, but I don't want to bore you with all of this stuff, so I'm just basically saying, if you see changes around here, please work with me to accept them, and work with me to understand that, you know, I will be having a son to take care of, and that's just going to change things. I don't know how. Maybe you'll just see more videos with my son in them. You know, maybe he'll just be here while I'm commentating or something. I don't know what it's gonna mean. I really don't know what the future holds. Just help me and please be understanding, I guess, is the moral of the story and the lesson here. But okay, I hope that I haven't bored you guys too much. I am really tired, so if you see bags under my eyes or something about me that just looks crazy, I'm just super tired, and I'm actually going out of town for the weekend while this uploads. So I'll try to get to the comments as soon as I can, but I will be out of town kind of over the weekend, and so I had to just get this all out and here for you before I left. So I'm just super tired. I need to go get some sleep. I love you guys though, Kendopolis. This is where we all stand as one, and I mean that. I will catch you on the next vid, and thank you so much for viewing.